so you guys have so much overlap. I mean, you guys have to collab. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to bring that up because people kept asking me and telling me to do that.
Yeah, we'd
Um,
probably have a good music conversation if we had a convo. We could definitely talk about how probably the market is destroying artistic integrity or something like
yeah, it
that.
could be an interesting
But sure.
convo. Um, all right, so I wanted to ask you about this. This is gonna be kind of interesting. So, do you know, like, you know a little bit about like the whole recent like who's the best lefty debater thing? Do you know about that a little bit, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that conversation. I've heard about that.
Like you see tweets about it and stuff. So where do you fall on that spectrum? Because there's the sort of options that you have, which consist of something goes like this: Kyle Kulinski, Destiny, David Pakman, Sam Seder, Cenk Uygur, just those, and you could throw in Michael Brooks too. Like, where do you fall on that? Because Kyle Kalinske says basically that 1,000% hands down he's number one.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like he hasn't really done enough debates to really qualify for that position. All he needs to do is do more debates, obviously, nothing else, but and do well in those debates. But like, where do you fall in that? Where do you fall in that discussion? I think your opinion would be very highly valued.
I mean, personally, I'm more of the opinion that as far as like my favorite lefty debaters, I'm probably a bit more in the Sam Cedar Destiny camp than I am the Kyle Kalinske camp. And merely due to the fact that they're just doing it more often. You know, they're out there actually debating.
Right.
They're going to the
Exactly.
mat. You know, like I feel like here's really the threshold. Like you may have had, no matter who you are on the, lefty YouTube, lefty content creator spectrum, um, if you're trying to claim, the title of best debater, you better be doing at least on a regular basis
Mm-hmm.
half as many debates as
Preach.
whoever's doing
Preach.
the most debates.
Preach. Preach.
You know, you should be
Exactly.
doing debates on a regular basis. And Sam, even though he is maybe one of my favorite debaters on YouTube. He has not been doing too many debates as well either lately, and I think that's partially because there are a lot of people
Well, so he
like.
debates callers on a daily basis. That's the
Well,
thing.
he does, but he doesn't get as many good like funny libertarian callers as he used to.
Yeah,
Like he
that's
used to get some
true.
really good fucking like total dumbass.
Have you seen his
Uh,
convo with Daryl Perry, who's the Libertarian presidential candidate, who's like wanted to secede from the United States?
is
Of
that
the
the guy
state of
who's
Daryl.
like,
He's
I
got the
I don't
big
I want
ears.
to I don't want to decide liberty, Sam.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
that
It's that guy,
yeah
dude. That
that
was a
that one's
legendary
amazing.
debate. He doesn't do too
That one's
many of those
amazing.
anymore.
Yeah, honestly, I think there are a lot of people who are in that camp and also sort of like on like MAGA troll Twitter who are maybe like a little hesitant these days to call into the majority report and debate with Sam because look, if you can give the right wing anything, it's that they're very savvy when it comes to marketing themselves online, and they know and they realize every single time they roll up on the phones at the majority report and they look like total fucking idiots in front of Sam, it becomes a YouTube clip and it gets hundreds of thousands of views.
and you
And as
seen
a result of that,
and
hmm?
you've seen Steven Crowder and both Dave Rubin and Steven Crowder running from him, right? You seen that,
Yeah,
right?
they're both running from him currently. So they see that they get lots of views, they see that it ends up embarrassing, and they see that it's turning people away from them. So of course they're going to avoid Sam like the plague because he can put up a coherent argument. And Sam's very smart in that, a good debate tactic to again sort of like hang your opponent is to keep asking them questions and get them to explain and expound upon what exactly it is they're trying to get forward. It often exposes how heinous their views are and how little they actually know and understand, which is honestly something I don't think we get the right to do enough of, especially in this age where you have your Tim Pools and you have your Dave Rubins who more often than not are saying, "Hey guys, I'm actually a liberal here, and I'm just trying to expose how terrible the left is." They're obviously like sort of faking that point of view just so that they can get in front of a guy like Dennis Prager who says, "Oh, I'm so glad that you say you're a liberal, and I'm so glad that you're
Oh,
gay
that's right.
married
Yeah.
because it means so much to our cause," and so on and so forth. Where it's like, I mean, that's literally being used as a pawn in the right wing identity politics game, if anything. Um,
Does
But
Dave
again,
Rubin sleep at night? Like, is he able to sleep at night?
I
Like,
mean, probably on a bed of money.
right? Yeah, a lot of people say that. That's kind of uncomfortable, though, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe not. If you crumple up all the $100 bills and then you throw them in the mattress after that, it might contour to your body enough, like a Tempur-Pedic.
I guess that's true.
But yeah, I do see those guys running from Sam online, and I do see a lot of those right wingers avoiding talking with him on the internet again because every single time they do, it becomes a viral internet clip, and they don't want to keep giving him the ability to make them look stupid. They're way more effective at marketing themselves when they retreat into their echo chambers and they market what they're doing under the guise of memes and Facebook's being unfair to us and we're being persecuted and blah, 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 blah. Like trying to actually dunk on people on the left who are truly smarter than you, not like just some random kid that you've come across on a college campus. Dudes like Sam who have been in broadcasting for years, going back to the Air America days and probably even before that. You know, wrestling with dudes like that is not going to be pretty for you, if you're some average right-wing dolt that doesn't have an education.
So what does your top ranking look like? Like if you were to just give like a quick like lightning like top 5, like what's your ranking?
What do you mean as far as like favorite
Best
left
debaters, yeah, debaters, not
Oh,
YouTubers,
best
but debaters,
debaters?
yeah.
I mean, my favorite left debaters are probably again like, Destiny and Sam just because of how well they've done it and just like the volume of it.
What about David
Of
Pakman?
their work. David, I would say, yeah, but I guess I like him more as an interviewer than a debater. But I think Pacman could definitely hold like a very good debate. And the fact that he's been so amazingly able to, go toe to toe with Jesse Lee Peterson multiple times, just make him look absolutely stupid, is hilarious to me.
You should go on Jesse Lee Peterson, by the way. Would you be down to do that?
Jesse Lee Peterson would be
Dude,
hilarious.
that would be the best interview of all time, I swear.
I would be hesitant to go on Dave Rubin, but Jesse Lee Peterson, I would maybe consider. I would maybe consider Jesse Lee
You
Peterson. That would
have
be
to do it. He
interesting.
invites everyone on, so you'd 100,000. Like, he invites everyone. He won't run from you. He actually like talks to people.
Yeah, he
more.
he does invite anybody on because
Yeah.
Jesse Lee Peterson doesn't know when he's getting owned.
Well, yeah, I mean, to him, he's never getting owned.
Yeah, Tim, he's never getting fucking owned. Jesse Lee Peterson has no fucking self-awareness. So of course he's like, in Jesse Lee Peterson's mind, he's literally fucking Magic Johnson dunking on fucking everybody.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. You guys could talk about rap music and rap culture. That'd be pretty hilarious.
Dude, we could go bar for bar. Me and JLP.
So you mentioned Destiny there. So how much do you know about Destiny? What are your thoughts of him overall as a creator here on Twitch? How much do you watch him? Thoughts on his content?
I think he's fine. I mean, there were a lot of his older debates that honestly I didn't care for at all, and I didn't like him whatsoever. I thought his debate style was annoying, and I thought that sometimes he would allow himself to be pushed into these really weird moral quandaries that made no fucking sense. I mean, case in point is that weird debate that he had a long time ago with that vegan gains dude. And, truth be told, for a long time, I've not been a fan of vegan gains. Unfortunately, in the vegan community on YouTube and on the internet, it seems like the more unhinged and psychopathic you are, the more attention you get. So instead of making just like good quality content that, sort of informs people properly about the vegan lifestyle and also like, gives people the ease and convenience of sort of understanding, what good nutrition is. You have dudes like Vegan Gains that have just like made complete asses of themselves. And going into this debate with Destiny, even though I agree with VG on the whole vegan thing, Destiny to me just came out looking ridiculous.
But yeah, his argument was incredibly stupid, right? Wasn't it that like you can't sign a social contract with animals?
There's that, and on top of it, there was this ridiculous stipulation that he had agreed to where Vegan Gains was talking about like, well, what if you had like, this island of people somewhere and they were like natives and they were completely isolated from everywhere and they would like kill anybody who stepped in? Like, would you be fine with like killing them because they were hostile? But, if you left them alone, they'd just be relegated to their own area and da-da-da-da-da. It was like this crazy supposition. And Destiny just like agreed to it without like batting an eye. And he's like, yeah, fuck him or whatever. And it's like, why? And it's like, well, it doesn't even make any fucking sense. So to me, Destiny, like a lot of his earlier